Lancers, and welcome to this week's edition of Lancer News. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Ray. Now to your announcements. Lancers, congrats on making it through another quarter. Report cards will be sent out after Easter break.
Lancers, with only one quarter left, we want to give a special shout out to our 8th graders. Many students have already received their high school acceptance letters. Congrats to all of you, and remember to finish out your last quarter strong.
Lancers, remember we will be on Easter break for Friday, March 29th through Sunday, April 7th. We'll see you back on campus on April 8th. A big thank you to the 8th grade class for putting on the living stations to end our week.
Last week, Sayro students also participated in reconciliation, allowing us to focus on the meaning of Lent. Here, to help us get a better understanding of this special time for Catholics, here's Lee with an interview with Father Miguel about Easter and Lent.
Hi Lancers, welcome back to Lancers News. I'm here today with Father Miguel to answer some questions about Holy Week. So, what is the significance of Easter in the Catholic Church?
For us, Easter is one of the fundamental realities as Christians because Jesus is life itself and he defeated death. So Jesus, through his suffering, death, and resurrection, give meaning to our whole existence. For us Christians, it is the biggest event because the Son of God gave his life. Nobody takes the life of Jesus. He gave up. He gave his life for all of us. He paid the ransom. So it is, in Spanish, is Pascua, El Paso, but in English it's a different word, but it's a journey from suffering and death to life. So as Christians, we are threatened, but not by death, by life. Thanks to Jesus that he gave up his life.
And how can we better celebrate Easter as Catholics?
I think we can contemplate and allow that such a great event, how that event that Jesus defeated that, how to say it, challenged me to give everything the value. If I know that I will live life eternal with God, so I want to give value the things that it is worth it sometimes to find. So, and the resurrection of Christ give meaning to our existence. The resurrection of Christ, Jesus is telling us, my dad love you, my father love you, my father forgive you. So that reality empower us to love, to forgive, and to serve others. The resurrection of Christ empower us to forgive each other, to help each other. And you say, as Christian, as Catholic, my Lord, that is Jesus, empowers me to live in service and love and forgiveness.
Well, thank you so much, Father. And once again, I'm Lee Berry for Lancers News.
8th graders also had an opportunity to visit Noah Homes as part of the Christian Action Program. Noah Homes provide housing for residents with disabilities such as Down syndrome and blindness. The students played board games with the residents and they ate healthy snacks together.
A big shout out to 7th grader Charlotte Escobar, who represented St. Rose at the San Diego County Scripps Regional Spelling Bee. She competed against 84 students in the county. Charlotte placed in the top 25.
Patches of wildflowers are bursting to life along the edge of San Diego's freeways following this year's intense storms. Caltrans started planting flowers to beautify the highways in the 1980s as part of a federal program. They were meant to limit soil erosion and keep mud from sliding into the road or clogging rivers and streams. Some of the flowers turned out to be invasive, so the government pulled the plug on the program in the 90s. But Caltrans still seeds the freeways, instead focusing on native plants. You can also find the native grasses and wildflowers on the freeway as well as the California poppy.
For the first time in 2 months, full passenger train service resumed between San Diego and Orange counties. A 7-mile stretch through San Clemente had been shut down since January because of a landslide. It was the third time that happened in less than a year. Crews completed work on a 200-foot-long retaining wall to protect the tracks from additional falling debris. Passengers say they're glad they no longer have to get off the train onto a bus and back onto the train. The Orange County Transportation Authority is working on a long-term solution. It's conducting a 2-year study.
San Diego State is back in the Sweet 16 for the fourth time in school history and its second time in a row. The Aztecs defeated UAB and Yale to advance in the NCAA tournament and will now face top-seeded Connecticut in the round of 16.
Padre fans are excited to be back at Petco Park. After playing 2 exhibition games, the Friars will take on the Giants on its sold-out home opener. This is after they split the series against the Dodgers in South Korea.
The Lady Lancers basketball team has begun their season with a 1-1 record. They resumed games after Easter break after a strong start to their season. The boys volleyball team has also started their season, beginning with a loss to St. Didicus. They will also resume their games after Easter break.
So, Ray, since the Champions League final is coming up soon, who do you think will win the Champions League?
I think Manchester City. How about you?
I think Barca, and the only way Man City will win is with VAR and paying the refs. Anyways, thank you for watching this edition of Lancer News. From the whole Lancer News team, Happy
Easter!